Welcome to the 23rd tutorial in Python. Today we'll be taking a look at logical operators, which are AND, NOT, and OR. Hello everyone, it's me Saram and I'll be your host for today. When Python makes decisions like whether to run a block of code, it's using Boolean logic. That means it's working with values that are either true or false. And to control these decisions, we use logic operators. There are three primary logical operators in Python. AND, which means both the conditions must be true or both the conditions must be false. OR, which means at least one condition must be true. And NOT, which reverses the logic. Let's start with AND. Think of AND like a double lock system. Both keys must be inserted to unlock the door. This table shows every possible combination of two Boolean values. A and B represent two conditions. The last column shows what A and B evaluates to. If both are true, you get true. But even if one is false, no deal. It shuts down the logic. In this example, access is only granted if the user is both logged in and has admin rights. As you can see, if is logged in and is admin. When you run it, as you can see, access granted. If either check fails, nothing will happen. Now let's look at OR. This one is more forgiving. If either condition is true, the whole expression is true. As you can see, the only time you get false is when both the conditions are false. This is useful when you're giving users multiple options. For example, in this code, even though the customer isn't loyal yet, having a coupon is enough. Or says, if I get a yes from either side, I'm good to go. So as you can see, if the customer is not loyal but has a coupon, he still gets a discount. Now let's flip things around with NOT. This operator takes one Boolean value and flips it. If it is true, it becomes false. If it's false, it becomes true. As you can see, is banned is equal to false. So here, not is banned becomes true, which lets the user in. Not is perfect when you're checking for the opposite of a condition. As you can see, it says welcome to the site. Now let us look at the truth table of not. This one is simple but powerful. It inverts whatever condition it sees. Now here's where things get interesting. You can combine these operators to make complex decisions, and Python will follow the rules of logic to evaluate them. Let's break it down. Has permission or is owner evaluates first. It is true. Then we check if is logged in is also true. Since both the parts are true, the whole AND condition passes. As you can see in the output, you can edit the file. Now let's look at some real world examples. This is some logic you will find in even real login forms. Both fields must be filled before the system even tries to log you in. For example, both email entered and password entered should be equal to true. Then only will the login attempt start. Now, let's look at some eligibility rules. These logics are great for eligibility checks. Here we're saying you must at least be 18 and then you must be in the USA. Then only can you vote. If you see, you can vote in the US. If I were to change it to India, it would print nothing. And if I were to change it to 17 and USA, it would still print nothing. If this video helped you understand logical operators, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more programming tutorials.